Alright, so I've been a little bit bearish lately on some of my stock picks and looks. So today I will be looking at a company where even in this bearish market, I think we can be a little bit bullish on, and that company is Pubmatic. They are a digital advertising firm, and they went public just recently at the end of last year, and they have seen quite a big rise up to 76.96 in March, and then they are currently down to 31.70 at the end of today. Today is July 16th, 2021. So, Pubmatic, it is a recently public company, and the nice thing about it is that they are actually profitable. If we look at their revenue, it is growing year over year, and their the analysts are currently saying that it will be valued at a low of 40 and a high of 64, and this is based on 8 analysts, so quite a large number. And these predictions or these price targets were made within the last 3 months, and they are looking at the next year. They do have earnings coming up, and analysts are looking at 8 cents a share, which is a nice rise from the previous. And if you look at the previous earnings, that's when we saw that big jump where the price pretty much went from 43 all the way up to 76. So the next earnings, I believe, is going to be August 10th, and when that report comes out, I do predict that we will see another jump. Pubmatic did see a drop in April and May, or starting from March after that high, but seeing that drop is kind of acceptable just because it had hit such a high so quickly. But Google, who is one of the biggest platforms for advertising, they had announced that they would be doing away with third-party cookies, and that is one of the reasons why there was a drop. I believe the original announcement was for 2022, but just a couple weeks ago, Google actually changed that to 2023. So when they first announced that they were going to do away with third-party cookies, digital advertisers such as Pubmatic all saw a hit, mainly because they do use third-party cookies in how they do their targeted advertising. But with that push to 2023, it gives them 2 years to come up with a solution or a fix to that, and it gives them plenty of time to address that issue that will be coming up. Now, nice thing about Pubmatic is that you could see fairly big spikes. On some of these, you're seeing spikes of 17%. We see just a huge jump here, where it went up 30% in a single day, 8%. So Pubmatic is subject to big rises and also big falls in price, mainly because it has such a low float. Their float is 8.62 million, which is extremely low, and their market cap is still fairly reasonable at $273 million. So because of that, it is a company that is turning, is doing well. The EPS is 152, and price to earnings for their, again, it's pretty amazing just what these numbers are saying that this company can do in the near future. Another thing is that this company, in terms of options, again, today's the 16th, but there really isn't much going on when it comes to options in terms of open interest. So we're not going to see huge fluctuations based on price. We do see August 20th. There are a lot of calls in the $55 to $60 range, and mainly, again, this is due to how earnings is going to look. So people are forecasting that it will do well, and then we see that taper off in later months. September, October, and January have very light options activity. We do see implied volatility as For a meme stock, I'd say it's reasonable, but compared to more stable value stocks, it is high. It was extremely high for July 16th. So as August 10th comes and as August 20th comes, expecting a rise in implied volatility and then the price of options, I think is a reasonable thing to think about. After today's board clears out, hopefully there'll be a drop in the implied volatility. You might be able to see a drop in the price. And personally, I will be probably buying some call options for the August 20th and just wait that out. Maybe not on Monday. I'll see how things go next week because there is going to be loss because of theta. But I think doing call options here, and if this options chain gets pretty heavy again with the low free float, you can expect a pretty good rise in share price if options come into play through a gamma squeeze. So that's my view on Pubmatic. This is a short one, but again, this is a company that I am bullish on for the next month. I think other companies right now in the kind of meme space, in the growth space, are still going to be taking hits, mainly because consumer confidence in the economy is fairly low right now, and people are not expecting much growth in the next, in the near future at the very least. All right, thanks guys. Have a great weekend, and yeah, if you like, subscribe, comment, that'd be great. And have a good one and good fortune.